You know, when you think about artificial intelligence, personal well-being probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind, right? They seem like total opposites. But what if? What if technology could actually be the next big thing in our search for mindfulness? That's exactly what we're going to get into today.
All right, to really kick this off, I want to share this incredible quote. It comes from a conversation with a mindfulness teacher named Mark Sidney. An AI enthusiast told him something that just sticks with you. He said, "Some people think AI is as big as the internet. They're wrong. It's as big as fire." Whoa, think about that for a second. Fire. It can warm your home, cook your food, or it can burn everything down. It has this huge potential for both creation and destruction. And that's the real question with AI, isn't it? How do we make sure we're using it for good?
So that brings us to our first big question. Can this technology, this thing we usually think of as cold, logical, impersonal, could it actually become a new kind of spiritual ally for us?
Okay, let's get one thing straight right away. The goal here is absolutely not to replace human connection. Not even close. What we're looking at is how AI is being used to make mindfulness, well, just radically more accessible for everyone. And the story behind this? It wasn't born in some shiny tech lab. It actually came from a really deep personal crisis and this genuine desire to help people.
And that brings us to the person at the heart of this story. Mindfulness teacher, Mark Sidney. This whole idea was born from his personal journey. So to really get the why behind all this, you have to understand Mark's story. I mean, look at this. He spent decades working in social services, helping people. Then bam, a double blow. He loses his job and at the same time gets diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a really serious life-altering illness. He was in extreme pain, facing so much uncertainty. And you know what he turned to? Mindfulness. It became his lifeline. And that experience completely changed his path. It gave him a new mission. He had to share these tools that, and this is no exaggeration, literally saved him.
So, all of that personal struggle, that journey, it directly led him to create something new. A unique tool designed to help other people in their own moments of need. And that tool is called Amy.
So, what is Amy? Well, the name stands for AI Mindfulness Empowerment. And what it is a personalized GPT. Think of it like a custom-built version of ChatGPT that Mark designed himself. Its whole reason for being is to give you instant, custom-guided meditations right when you need them. It's basically designed to smash through those big barriers that stop people from practicing mindfulness. You know, not having enough time, the cost, or just that feeling of, where do I even begin?
And the best part? It's so simple to use. Step 1, you just tell Amy what's going on. In your own words, no jargon needed. Step 2, boom, you get a short 2 or 3 minute practice that's tailored specifically for you. But it doesn't stop there. Step 3, it suggests a mindful attitude to focus on, something like being non-judgmental or showing yourself some compassion. And finally, step 4, it gives you a yoga or embodiment pose to help you physically ground yourself. It's this whole body approach, and it happens in just seconds.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work? Let's put it to the test. We're going to see Amy in action, taking on a feeling that I'm pretty sure we've all felt at some point. Imposter syndrome. So here's the real, actual prompt someone typed in. I'm setting up a conference and feel imposter syndrome. What would you suggest? So simple, right? It's honest, it's vulnerable, and it's the perfect test to see what this thing is really made of. And check out Amy's immediate response. It's not what you might expect. It says, "I hear you. It sounds like you're holding a lot. Let's take a mindful approach that helps you both steady yourself and reconnect with why you're doing this." Just listen to that tone. It's so human. It's programmed to be compassionate and understanding, not just some cold, robotic output. And this is where it gets really incredible. Amy goes so much deeper than just suggesting a meditation. It actually identifies the user's negativity bias, you know, that little voice in our head that always focuses on what might go wrong. Then it offers a 3-minute grounding practice. It suggests mountain pose to help build confidence. It gives you specific phrases to practice self-compassion. And, my favorite part, it connects the feeling to our common humanity, reminding you that you are not alone in this feeling. This is seriously multi-layered, really insightful stuff.
So, seeing an example like that really shifts things, doesn't it? We go from thinking of AI as just another app on our phone to, well, something way more profound. It's this idea of AI as a supportive colleague. And that really is a whole new way of thinking about how we get help.
And when you put them side by side, the difference is just stark. You know, the traditional way often means you have to schedule appointments, it can be really expensive, and there's always a delay before you can actually talk to someone. But with a tool like Amy, it's there for you 24/7.
The cost is super low or even free, and the support is instant. You get it the second you need it most.
And this really is the most important takeaway. I want to say it again. The goal was never to replace a human teacher or therapist. It's about having what Mark calls a confidential advisor or a supportive colleague right there in your pocket. It's the perfect tool to use between your sessions with a real person, or for those moments at 2 a.m. when you just need to get centered and you need it fast.
So when you boil it all down, what's the biggest gift a tool like this really gives us? It's time. Think about it. By handling that immediate need for support, by getting us over that initial mental hurdle, AI can free up our most precious resource, the one thing we can never get back. It gives us back those moments we might have otherwise spent just struggling by ourselves. And that opens up so much more space for clarity, for creativity, and for real human connection.
And that leaves us with one last really big question to think about. If this technology, if AI, can give us back our time, how are we going to use it? Will we use it to become more human, to connect more deeply with ourselves and with each other? That is both the challenge and the incredible opportunity right in front of us. What will you do with the time it gives you?